Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are here again at CAS HQ. It's June. The weather is temperamental at the moment, but I think the sun is about to creep through. And as always at these Mercedes events, there's always a great mix of classics, modern classics, and new cars. What we'll do, we'll take a walk around the car parks, show you some of the cars that are here, and maybe we'll grab one or two owners and they can talk about their cars. And it's been organised by my good friend Clive of Mercedes Benz Club. We'll try and get Clive on the channel as well. Right, let's have a walk around and show you some of the cool cars that are here. So, if you have a look behind me, you can see there is a massive mix. Eclectic mix, I think that's the correct word. Let's just start with a few of the cars that are here in the corner of the car park. A lovely W124, and I do love 124s because we had one ourselves. We ran it for about a year on the channel, great cars. And then next to that, you've got a W126 500 SE, sort of OEM, and that's OEM Plus. And behind me, an R129, and everyone loves R129s, including us on the channel. We've just built one. This is a V12. So this is a very big spec one compared to ours, SL600. Same color combo, black on black. Very rare, black on black SL600. So yeah, we've got a nice mix of classics on this side. Some newer stuff on this side. It's about OEM, OEM Plus and modified today. Anything Merc, bring it, show it, have a chat, have a catch up, have a coffee. That's what today's event is about. Now guys, check out this, a W210 E55 AMG, but in a lovely contrasting color combo. Might not be for everyone, but I love it. So externally, it's that bluey black finish, but inside, check out this color combo. I'm not sure if it is stock. I'm gonna say it probably is. It probably come from factory like that. So from something leery inside to something a little bit more modern, in fact, nearly new, and leery on the outside, an AMG GTR. Let's find the owner and let's have a chat with Jag. In fact, they brought 3 cars down today. So maybe we can have a chat about all 3 cars. He's trying to be shy, but he's not really a shy guy. Come on, dude.
How's it going?
Good. Look, thanks for bringing these 3, I'm going to just call them supercars, because they are. They are supercars in their own right, and different as well. So let's start with this bright green monster, which, from what I understand, you've had for a few days.
Yes.
It's a GTR, yes? AMG
it's an AMG GTR, carbon ceramic pack 1 and 2. I was planning on taking a Porsche 911 Turbo S on the tour, but I didn't want to put mileage on it. So I was on the phone to you on Tuesday, I believe, was I? And I was like, I'm going to buy something, ended up doing a deal, bought this on Wednesday, PPF'd it, turned it around, it's ready.
Is this the actual body colour, or is it a wrap?
That is the body colour, Magno Factory, Hell Green.
So this is a 4-litre V8?
4-litre bi-turbo. It's got some nice extras on it.
It has, and I've got to say, it certainly does stand out. So you're going to stick out like a sore thumb on the Yanomai's Grand Tour.
Yep.
If you are speeding, this is the car that the police are going to be chasing.
Yeah.
Unless there's some brighter cars.
I think there'll be some brighter cars.
From one supercar, which is in your face, to another supercar, which is less in your face, but I know these are absolute machines, aren't they?
Weapon.
So this is a 6.3 V8,
Yep.
naturally aspirated.
That's it.
These guys are ballers. They've got a collection of cars. They make my collection look like a Sainsbury's car park collection. How long have you had this?
Around about 9 months.
Okay,
I believe.
so again, fairly new, left-hand drive.
Left-hand drive, had like a £30,000 respray.
Wow.
Ferrari. It's the only one that is a 4-seater, registered Black Series. So this is an Italian car, hence why it'd been to Ferrari and been resprayed.
These are immense cars.
Unbelievable, completely different car to that, to be honest. I know it's an AMG, but trying to get traction on that is absolutely terrible.
I can imagine, I can imagine. Yeah, you're right, 2 different cars, a lot of power.
Raw power, it's a bit more brutal.
6.5 litres of raw power.
Yeah.
And then we got something
a little bit more different.
even more different.
Yeah.
Now, the engine, 6.3 V8, is it the same engine that's in here?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is where they were born, I believe. And then
If it wasn't, guys, just drop a comment below.
Yeah, drop it.
Yeah.
Drop it.
These gull wing doors.
Yeah.
They are just super cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
So how old is this car?
This is a 2011, I believe.
So it's not that old, relatively new in comparison.
Relatively new, yeah.
13 years old. Body colour as well, is it satin wrap?
It is black and it's been satin wrapped. We actually bought the car like this. It's getting stripped when I come back from the tour, so probably the week after next. It's back to black. See what it's like underneath. May put it back satin black because it's got some water stains and some various stains around it, but it's a good car overall.
Amazing contrast between the three cars.
Completely different.
Great selection of cars that you brought down today.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a Sunday morning, the weather's awesome, you got these three cars that parked up. Which is the one that you're going to grab the keys of?
Probably this one.
Okay.
Probably this one, to be honest.
Why?
This was like a dream for me.
Okay.
So long story short, I think 2010/11, Dad was going through a phase of buying a few new vehicles. He bought Mum a new car, like an E220, I think it was a cab when they came out. They had one of these down at the Mercedes garage, and there's a photo which my dad's got on his phone of me standing there looking at it and then taking a picture
As a little
inside,
kid?
sitting there.
Hardly.
Yeah, I'm only 31, Rod, I'm not that old. And he was like, it stuck with me. And it was exactly the same spec as this.
Oh, that's great.
So,
And now you've got one in your stable.
Yeah.
Lovely car. Just to give Jag some love here on the channel, they own a brand called Opti. Do you want to explain to the guys what Opti is?
So we've just launched it about 3 months ago. It's a subscription-based car wash business. Essentially, it's all app-based. You book an appointment, you subscribe, 3 tiers, 6 washes, 4 washes a month. You choose.
Okay, so Opti's details are on the screen and they'll be in the description below. Give them a follow and obviously contact them direct if you need the subscription-based car wash. Thanks for coming. Great
Cheers for having me, Rod.
selection of cars, and we'll catch up a little bit later on at another event that we're going to. Right, guys, let's carry on walking, and maybe we'll go from some of the newer, leery, angry stuff to maybe some of the more modern or classic, sedate stuff. Let me show you what's in our workshop today. Now, another AMG CLK Black Series. This one belongs to Rigor. Now, Rigor do a lot of commercial Mercedes work, and they've just recently opened a consumer service center local to us in Heathrow. We will be working very closely with Rigor, and in fact my 190e 2.5 16 valve is going to Rigor next week to have some work done. One thing they have told me is they love working on classic Mercedes. So if you've got a classic Merc and you need to give it some love, reach out to Rigor and they can look after you. Let me show you what else is in the workshop. Behind me we've got Mercedes Vito panel van, which has been converted to have seats in the back. It's in with us for some work. We're putting in a new screen and some audio. That's a long-term project. On the ramp here on the right-hand side, W124 convertible or C124 convertible, which is in for air ride, massive audio install. So this is probably a project that's going to be here for about another month, changing the wheels as well. And finally, recent project that we just finished, R129 SL320, which is on airlift performance, suspension, and obviously these gorgeous AMGs which have been stepped up. There are about 3 episodes on the channel. Description below, you can watch those. But this is a cool looking car and it's getting a lot of attention today. Now, let me show you what's in the car park. So in typical British fashion, it was sunny this morning. The heavens had just opened up, light drizzle, but it's a bit cloudy now, so we're gonna just carry on filming and talking. We just have to at the end of the day, because I don't know, in 10 minutes it might start raining pretty heavy. So, 2 cars that we've modified here, early R129 and a W140 S-Class. These cars have both got some serious presence here. 560 SEL. This just looks immense, look at it. AMG wheels, W124 convertible, very clean looking car, sort of OEM plus. Wheels have just been refurbished. And if you follow me here, I've got something really special here, a 500E. Now, for those of you that don't know, this is an Autobahn ripper. When I mean ripper, these cars back in the 90s were the car that you'd go to on long journeys, and if you wanted a lot of power and could carry 4 or 5 people, your whole family. So we've got the owner here, someone that's always bought cars to our Mercedes Benz meet and our Porsche meets, and he's familiar. He's been on the channel before. He's a good friend of mine. He's Simon. Simon, come on.
I'm waiting for you to do your bit.
Simon?
Raj, how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for bringing your 500e. Now I've called this a Autobahn ripper because in the 90s these cars were absolutely amazing. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, yeah, I think I agree. To be honest, these cars, obviously all left-hand drive, sold a lot in Germany and Japan. People used them when they were new. So I think this, by about 7, 8 years old, it had done 150,000 kilometres.
Wow.
So it was people who could afford them.
It's a daily driver then?
Mile munchers, yeah, that's it. Autobahn cruisers through Europe and stuff, that's it, yeah.
There's quite a few of these built, aren't there? It's not like they're low numbers.
No, they made about 10,500, but I believe only 29 sold in the UK because they were obviously all left-hand drive. So
in the 90s, it probably wasn't the
best
thing to have a left-hand drive car in the
Correct,
UK.
Yeah.
Engine-wise, this is a 5-litre V8?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. So it's a 5-litre V8 M119. So essentially it's the engine they put in every other 140, 129, slightly modified to be fair, a little bit more torque and stuff.
Roughly what kind of power do you think?
The early ones had a little bit more. I think it was 326, and then when they facelifted them, because of emissions and stuff in '93, I think it went down to about 322.
This is just pre-facelift, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. So this is one of the last of the pre-facelifts. Built 92, I think registered 93, and this is a German car in blue black 199.
How long have you had this car?
About 3 years, I think now.
And this is one of 3 in your collection, isn't it? Or is it one of 4 now?
I've got 2 and my father has 2.
So I was right, it's one of 4. Yeah. Now, I love the contrast in terms of the interior and the exterior. Yep. Typically, they're sort of black interior, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. I think about 60% sold with blue black and probably about 20% was silver, but most of them had a black leather interior.
Now,
so
this car's got 200,000 kilometers, which is 120,000 miles. But looking on the inside, you wouldn't think so. And that's the thing with Mercedes cars.
Yeah.
They're driven, they're used, but the build quality is exceptional. I jumped in this earlier on just to have a look, and I thought it's got to be a low mileage example, because typically Simon has low mileage. I'd class them as trailer queens, very special cars. But this one's definitely been used. Any plans for this car, or is it just going to stay stock?
No, I'm just going to keep it exactly as is.
Boring.
No.
It needs to be modified.
You know me. Yeah,
actually, there is one modification here. It's got an Alpine face-off edge unit, so man of my own heart. Simon, thanks for bringing this down. Lovely car. I do love it. German build quality at its best, I think. This was at its peak. Very clean engine bay. Again, this car doesn't look like it's got 200,000 kilometers. Testament to build quality of these cars, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to be honest, as long as you maintain them, service them and stay on top of them, they'll do the mileage. A friend of ours here, Mitesh, he's got one of these. I think it's a US car. It's done about, he'll tell you, about 400,000 miles. So yeah, they'll
400,000 miles?
Yes, miles, yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
Amazing. Right, Simon, thank you very much for bringing the car down.
Raj.
And no doubt I'll see you again here soon with someone else.
See you soon.
Right, let's carry on walking, guys. So we found a Mercedes owner who has got quite a few Mercedes in his collection. Some of them are non-runners, some of them are runners.
Most of them.
But in probably 6 months' time, they'll be non-runners because he never drives them.
Yep.
And that's Mitesh, aka Maybach Man. Thank you for coming. Appreciate your royalty here.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to try and grab some of your technical ability and some of your nerdiness and try and sort of showcase that to our audience.
Hack into the useless knowledge database.
I don't think it's useless. So let's start with this R129.
R129.
S500.
Yeah.
Lovely looking car. Anything you can tell me about this car without your back to the camera?
Without my back to the camera. Well, it's a facelift car being an R-Edge. Facelift cars came with different mirrors, different mouldings, different interior.
You're not selling yourself very well here.
Man, it's the wrong car, bro.
Okay. R107 there.
A little bit before my time.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm like mid-90s onwards.
Mid-90s onwards?
Mid-90s to like early 2010s, basically.
124 coupe?
Yeah, 124
convertible?
cab all day long, man. But again, this is a facelift car, so I'm one of those weird ones. A lot of people prefer the pre-facelifts with the big chrome grille, and they think they're more reliable. But I personally like the facelift cars with the clear lights, clear indicators. I just think they're a little bit more nice, a bit more modern looking sort of thing.
What about the SL500 R129?
Yes, but it's a special Silver Arrow edition.
Belongs to Amit.
Amit, yeah, great guy, great car as well. This is the first time I've actually seen a Silver Arrow in the flesh. It's actually really nice. The interior and everything's good.
Do these come with two-tone interior from factory?
Yeah, so over standard, it's got the two-tone interior with the steering wheel. It comes with the bird eye maple wood as well, which wasn't
You've got
really
the Silver Arrow badging as well. There's nothing in terms of engine performance or suspension upgrades. It purely is aesthetics.
Basically, the engine's right. The 500 is all you need with one of these. People think that, I want the 500. The 500 is a good engine, but the 280 and 320 are still very good engines.
320 is
perfect. There you go, exactly. It's all the power you need. It's not a performance car, it's a Grand Tourer. And even the 280 V6, it's plenty power to be because you're buying this car to look good and cruise. This is why.
Let's talk and walk.
Well, but this is what I'm saying. Those Alanite and the Almadine ones are the ones to go for because the colours are absolutely amazing. CLS, man. So this is one of my first proper Mercs was a CLS. Not quite an AMG, a 320 CDI. It was a green car which I completely stripped down and painted it white.
Let's not talk about your cars. Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about this car because it's a CL55 AMG in silver, which I think every AMG should be really. If you're buying an AMG product, especially these earlier ones.
They were quite common in the 2000s, weren't it? It was silver or black.
The thing is, they just look nice because I think that look, the silver accentuates the little subtle curves inside the AMG bumper. That sounded,
big word for you.
That sounded really London Fashion Weeky. But look, if you look at the front bumper on this,
come guys.
On a black coloured car, like details like this are going to be lost. You know what I mean? On a silver car, it just stands out, and you've got to understand when Mercedes did any of the AMG brochures in the late 90s, early 2000s, all the AMG product was always silver.
So guys, look, quick insight into a Maybach man's knowledge, and I'm sure there's a wealth of knowledge in there. We'll get him on the channel again, and in fact, we're going to get him on the channel on Raj's garage at some point because we're going to go and see his collection of cars, including the graveyard.
Well, the graveyard is manageable, but I'll allow it now because I've just spent £2,000 just having it cleaned. Because there was that much rubbish everywhere. So
well, we need to get over there pretty soon.
Yeah,
so look, thanks for coming down. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with our audience. Let's carry on walking, guys. Another W124. This belongs to Thomas, Horsepower Hunters. His details on the screen. Give him a follow. His photography skills are just immense. And on my left-hand side, in front of our unit, lovely CL55 AMG, but there's another Pagoda here. E63 AMG, an R107 early one, 450. But one thing that's caught my eye is this amazing W126 in sort of really deep burgundy brown color, and it belongs to one of my friends, Jayesh. Jayesh,
yo,
thanks for coming. You're very familiar on this channel. These guys have no doubt seen you before, and what I've got to say, you always rock up with something special.
Thank you, man. No, I really appreciate it.
Another special car,
W126
500 SEC.
500 SEC with factory AMG body kit. It's rare.
Now this color, is it burgundy? It's got a brown flick to it.
The color is actually called Orient Red. It's an original factory color. The car is actually very, very original, which is why I absolutely love it.
Good looking car. And I know recently you took it on a Wales trip, didn't you?
Yeah, do you know what? I was desperately trying not to take a Porsche.
Okay.
Right, and of course, there's a number of cars I could have selected from, but this car is so good, super smooth, quiet, fast. I had a couple of tough weeks, and I just wanted
deciding
to go.
what car to take.
No, just work-wise.
Oh, I see.
So for this trip, I just wanted to be in the utter comfort car, but still keep up with the guys with the GR Yaris's and all that.
And the thing is, this is luxury.
Yeah.
Lorenzo wheels. They probably weren't on the car from factory, so at some point they've changed the wheels. Do you think so?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So the spare wheel is BBS, but these wheels have been on this car for 37 years. Oh, wow. So the car was owned by a lady owner for the last 37 years. And so it's never been changed.
Typical sales advert. One previous.
One lady owner.
Lady owner, non-smoker, no pets.
But actually was. I've spoken to this lovely lady. She's in her 80s now, so she didn't no longer wanted to drive the car. But she used it for her, school pickups and all that kind of stuff.
And now you're the new
So,
custodian.
yeah.
Shall we open it up? Let's have a look at the
go
interior.
for it, yeah.
137,000 miles. Again, another Mercedes that doesn't show its age. You're looking
No.
at this, there's no way you think that interior has
Yeah.
done 137,000 miles. Just
Yeah.
German build quality from this era was magnificent, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And the thing is, when I bought this car and I picked it up and drove it home, I could not believe the drive quality. Really, is absolutely superb. I could use this as my daily drive car.
Why not?
It is really, really good.
Have you got the key?
Yeah, I have.
Pillarless coupe design, hey?
Yeah, look at that.
Jerish was a little bit worried there because he wasn't sure if the rear windows work.
No.
They do work.
It works. It works. I was
What
not worried
a
at all.
fantastic car.
Oh, did you see
yes.
that? Yeah, the arm,
That is so 90s, isn't it?
It is.
Overdone tech.
Well, 80s.
Oh, 80s, overdone tech.
This is a 1980 car.
1980 car?
Yeah. So it's ULEZ compliant.
So hold on, this car's over 40 years old?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I thought it was
Yeah.
late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, this is a very early example. So you're
Right.
right, because it did go on to mid 80s, I think, or even late 80s possibly. But this is a 1980 car, so very early.
Any plans?
Yeah.
I know you were talking about maybe refurbishing the wheels.
Yeah, the one thing I think that lets the car down is the condition of the wheels. And I've looked at, we've spoken, about what should I put on here. Lots of people have told me and offered me, original BBS wheels and things like that.
Or something
for
AMG, your
or
period correct.
AMG. But you know what? I really like these wheels. And I like them because this is what's been on the car. It's a very
valid point.
original car. And this is what's been on the car for 37 years. So I don't see why I should change them. But I will probably refurbish them.
Yeah, I think that's a
because
good shout.
I think they need refurbishing.
Yeah, there's a bit of lack of peel and pitting and
Yeah,
so on.
yeah.
Jerish, great car, always rocking
Awesome.
up in style. Thanks for
Thanks, mate.
coming.
Thank you very
and
much.
I will see you.
Yeah, and congratulations on another massive show. Brilliant.
Thank
brilliant,
you. I'll
as
see
always.
you, well, probably before another event, I'll see you.
Yeah.
It's great to see that we've got so many modern cars and supercars as well as the classics. Now, talking about classics, we've got something that has been doing the rounds since March. We showcased this car at Ultimate Dubs. It's Dougie's W201 190E 2.5 16 valve, and this car just looks absolutely amazing. It's won so many accolades and trophies up and down the country. We've featured this car on a separate video. There'll be a link in the description below. Next to that, we've got Clive's car. So guys, here we have Clive, AKA Spiky Curve.
That's me.
First and foremost, thanks again for organising this event. This is the third event that we've worked alongside you here at CAS HQ with Mercedes Benz Club of GB. Now, before we get into that, this thing, dude, as you call it.
Yes. Well, you happen to know quite a bit about this car because you was the one that actually put it on air ride for me. It's been a long journey, but to me it was worth it. It's actually a W114 Coupe 280 CE, quite a rare car.
1971?
1971.
Yep.
Moss green. I've only ever seen one other car in that colour on the planet, and that was on Instagram.
Wow.
So, as you know, right, one of the things I wanted to do with this car was to keep it completely stealth. It's obviously bagged,
Yes.
but it's kept completely classic, right?
Well,
So-
I love the fact you've got your
Completely.
white wall tyres,
Yeah,
all of that
yeah.
sort of OEM look, but obviously, as you said, stealth. You rock up, air out.
air out. And you know what? I never get tired of doing that. Never get tired of just airing out, and that sound, quite a unique sound. So I'm now loving the experience. As you know, we've done these cars, they're a labour of love, and you constantly got to do things every year just to keep it going. But I'm loving it. And the plate, I've got that recently.
Yeah,
and
hence
think
why I called it dude.
And I think it actually suits the car, even though people think that's me, but it's not, it's about the car. It's about the car.
What a lovely car, and I think this just oozes coolness.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's such a cool car.
It's not an Autobahn kind of car. It's a
very
car just to drop the window down, put your arm out, top up the vitamin D,
Play some music.
play some music.
What would be on your tunes?
A little bit Miles Davis.
Okay,
A
nice.
little bit Miles Davis and just cruise around.
Now, Mercedes Benz Club of GB.
Oh, right.
So you look after virtually all the social media,
Yeah, that's
don't
right.
you?
That's right, yeah.
Now, tell the audience why they should join the Mercedes Benz Club of GB.
Okay, right. So, I've been a long-standing member of the club, been in the club over 15 years, and it's one of the reasons why I still collect and love the marque. The club is a fantastic community of like-minded individuals where we regularly hold events up and down the country, ranging from car meets, cars and coffee, stately homes, drives, breakfast meets, pub meets, the whole lot. The cars are just a start, it's the people that you meet along the way. So join the club and become part of this community.
And one thing about the Mercedes Benz Club of GB, it's so inclusive.
That's right.
It's not just about an OEM stock car.
No.
This is far from that.
That's right.
You love modern classics, you
Yeah.
love modified cars, you
Yeah.
love classic cars, and that's what makes it great. So if you have got a Merc or you're planning on buying a Merc, whether it's OEM or modified, make sure the first thing you do is drop them a DM and become a member. Clive, thank you very much.
Pleasure, man.
Always a pleasure.
So this is our third event, and
May there be many, many, many more. Look at it. Look at it.
I'm sure they will. So you carry on mingling,
Yeah?
doing your own social media for Mercedes.
Right.
And guys, I'm going to finish off in a moment. So guys, what a day, what a morning. It started off sunny, it started raining, and I think the sun is just about to creep through again. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for everyone that's attended, including some people that aren't actually here, but their cars are here. This car belongs to my friend, Dr. George. He's all the way in Vancouver, BC, Canada, but Ravi's bought his Mercedes 190 2.6 along, and what a lovely looking car this is, great color combo. Make sure you smash the like button if you're here. Obviously you like this particular episode. The Mercedes-Benz meets are always busy. It's great to have a good mix of cars. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you on another event or on another video on CAS TV. Over and out.